Yeah. We are live. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I'm just trying to get ourselves set up here. There we go.
Perfect, perfect.
Like it's all working.
Yeah, it is. Fantastic. Good morning, everybody. On this portal day, 10th of October, 10:10. Oh, what a time it is.
Yeah, there's been really beautiful energies. We've been feeling beautiful energy since yesterday. Really feeling this divine feminine coming through and really feeling connected to the Navaratri celebrations that are happening in India.
Yeah, we're in the middle of it. Huh? It's running until the 14th, and it's incredibly strong. We're really connecting somehow to it with our work, of course. What else can we do in Mary Magdalene School? But I hope you also feel it and that it nourishes you. It's really gorgeous. So.
Beautiful quality of light coming through. Really beautiful.
Yeah. Well, welcome to all this morning. Thank you for joining us. This is the second of 2 global meditations and meetings on the feminine Christ consciousness. So for anyone who did not do the first one with us, it is available on this Facebook page. Yeah. So if you still want to do that, feel free. Just scroll down, refresh the page if that's not coming up, and then you'll find the first meditation also. And it's a set of 2 at this one. So this is the final one in this theme, and it's incredibly strong, the work. We thank you for all around the globe for being with us, because the field we are creating is so strong. And this is really happening also because we are together.
And we're really restoring an original architecture here on the planet, which we're seeing more and more and more the effects of. So an original energetic architecture, opening portals that have been closed for a long time, activating lines of energy that have been closed for a long time. It's very palpable.
It is. And we realized that in the first meditation of this set, we shared really a lot of information. And for some, it was really, really good to read it also. So we created some posts for you so you can read it also. If there's questions there, you can probably find your answers in these posts. And we'll be posting a little bit more on the themes that we have brought in, so that you can, in your own pace, go through them or translate them on Facebook. For those who are not aware, there's always a translation button under a post, and it will translate in your preferred language. Yeah,
it's wonderful. Yeah.
And we would like to ask you, if you would like to support our work in the world, please share this video and like our page. It's important. It helps us to find through the Facebook systems more people that are connected to this work. And you can also subscribe, of course, to the newsletter on our website. Yeah. So thank you for supporting us in that way.
Yeah, thank you so much. We are also grateful for all the donations that have been coming in to support the continuation of this work, which we're really, really grateful for, really. And a huge thank you to Yannicka Schmidt, Noreen Berger, and all the back office technical helpers, because we have 5 or 6 people helping us on technical and operation matters. And we have approximately 10 volunteers helping us with various tasks to get writings and meditations out to the public. So thank you to each and every one of you. You know who you are, because what we do is not possible without all the people that are not on screen. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And for anyone who is new in this work, welcome. We will just briefly mention that we work with Sacred Heart Dreaming and with Inner Alchemy for the transformation of consciousness on Earth, to bring in the new consciousness of the Golden Era. And please take only what resonates and leave the rest. You are your own navigator, your own master. And if you feel you're here to be a space holder rather than to do the work, then we're really deeply grateful that you play this very important role of service to strengthen the channel and to strengthen the work in that way. So please follow your own inner guidance at any moment in your life, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You want to say something about our meeting this week?
Yeah.
It might be good to share.
Well, we have the great privilege of belonging to an international circle of elders. And we had a meeting this week with a few of those elders, and there were some recommendations that came out from this meeting that we wanted to share with you. One of the recommendations was to not get too emotionally invested in what is happening in the outside world. And of course, this is difficult at times if our own story is connected to the outside story, at which time, of course, it's an indicator. Go within, look at what it is, transmute the stress, transmute the suffering, and liberate ourselves. So both ways, it's actually a positive thing. What's happening on the outside is really exploding. And the reason for this is that everything needs to come within. The new world consciousness is happening on the inside.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that came out from our meeting.
Yeah, we also felt that when we are inside focused and really deeply connected to that there's an instant transmutation of the lower frequencies.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are not have this training yet, please try it out. The moment you feel distracted from the outer world, step into your inner world, and you will see that this whole field of lower frequencies that you tapped into is just dissolving, because it's a universal law that it works like that. So the higher the frequencies, they will dissolve the lower frequencies.
Yeah. And the higher the frequencies, the more we have access to instantaneous healing, which is where we're going as a civilization. We're going towards this instant healing and relearning what is our natural capacity in that way. So we also brought to our attention that when we access our inner film screen, what's happening in the inner planes, that this universal creation on the inside builds natural immunity. It's just it's what we've all been experiencing. So it's very
super important. Huh?
Very, very important.
Yeah, and what we also talked about is that humanity at the moment is moving up the emotional vibrational spectrum. And in the Occidental world, we witnessed so many people moving from a state of depression, which is a feeling of deep powerlessness, to a state of anger or even rage, which is the next level up the emotional skill. I mean, it is in a way, it's very positive that this happens, because you are in the process of becoming this fully sovereign being. And although those who have been through the purification are asked to really stay neutral in this process, because many will go through this process. And if you've gone through it already, please hold space for those who are just now in the process of moving upwards on the emotional scale, so to say, and who are purifying for all of us. It's very important that this process happens, and that the anger can be released, yet held in a safe channel.
Yeah, to counterbalance it actually with a state of neutrality and inner peace. So wherever you are in your process, then if you can come back as much as possible to the state of inner peace, this is really what we're encouraging at this time. Yeah,
and letting go of our concepts so that all can naturally fall into the new way. We need to remember that nothing can destroy what we are naturally, or say the other way, we are infinite life. That's what we are. So remember that always, whatever happens,
to trust,
always trust and surrender.
Yeah.
So
with today's meeting, we are in preparation for the 1111 portal. Today is the 1010 portal. And in a month's time, we will have the 1111 portal, when we will be bringing oneness consciousness to a whole new level on the planet. And on Thursday, November 11th, at 11:11 Paris time, we will meet for a global meditation on this same Facebook page where we are now. And we will guide a 1-hour meditation in the field of oneness to create, really amplify this force of love and unity to support the process of the new humanity, new consciousness, respect for Gaia.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can talk about what happens after.
Yeah. We really want to tell you that, to save the date also of the 11th. It's on a Thursday. And when we have gone through this hour of guided meditation on 11/11, this will be followed by a global initiative created by Ton van der Kroon and Anne Wislas to connect at 11/11 Greenwich time, which is 12/11 Paris time. I hope you're still getting it, for an hour of silence. They will be at that time with a group at the Sacred Mount Schiehallion in Scotland. It's not far from the International Climate Conference taking place in Glasgow.
At that time, huh?
Yeah, at that time. And they have asked and invited people from across the earth to gather groups and to join them through intention on sacred mountains. I mean, they will be on Mount Schiehallion, which is an incredible sacred mountain in Scotland. And we know that the mountains are so sacred around the earth. So everyone is welcome to join this beautiful initiative to support our healthy relationship to Mother Earth. So after our 11 meeting,
11/11 meeting,
yeah, on 11th of November, we will encourage everyone to connect at 12/11 Paris time. That's 1 hour after that, with the group in Scotland, to have 1 hour of deep silence with the intention of unity with Gaia and all of life.
So anyone who feels called to be part of that event, we encourage you to gather people, gather in groups, and feel if you feel a call to be in a certain place, in a certain portal, in a certain hill, certain mountain, to hold space for that one hour so that we can move up to the next level in our relationship to Mother Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the more people participating, the stronger the field we can work in. So invite anybody you know who would love to work with the intention of unity on Gaia. Yeah. And we've been working the last weeks deeply on in our work with Mary Magdalene with her guidance on the last quarter of this year, running into 2022. And there is a deep arc overseeing everything that's happening at the moment. And we are being asked again to work also at the end of the year around the Advent time. So the first one will be November 29th, I think. We'll be again working with many people around the globe to move into the Christmas period, actually, where there's both so much light on the earth, yet the energies will be so intense as of now, actually. You might maybe think that it will not become more intense, but it will become more intense. We also know this from the astrology, and we know that from many prophecies. So we're really asking you also to hold ground with us, to be with us, to hold that field, because it's really very, very important that we now bring into the world, into manifestation, what we've been prepared for the last years, the last decades, the last lifetimes, maybe. So it's going to be a very important time of the year, and it will be intense. So also good to stay with each other, arm in arm, to hold the field and to know that we are in this together. Yeah. And
between now and then, we're going to be meeting with the community of Mary Magdalene School to prepare. So because there will be such intense energies, it's good to meet often to stabilize the field, and again to choose the way that these energies work through our systems. So we have experienced that they can work in very beautiful ways, and they can also contrarily be very, very disturbing, depending on how we meet them and how conscious we are of what is happening. So we will be working with our community. Everyone is welcome, of course, to come there to join us. And we've noticed in some way also that the transmutation of energies is becoming faster and faster. I don't know whether you've noticed this, but it's getting easier on some level for those who are used to the work, and faster.
Yeah.
And the light realms have been coming in and asking and saying to us, when we don't know how to process an energy, one thing we can do is to simply send the energy to them with love and a prayer for transmutation. We can work with energies this way so that our minds don't get all encumbered by working them out. Sometimes we can do that, trying to figure out what it's all about.
Yeah.
But it can't be worked out through the mind a priori. It's really inner alchemy, and it comes from a different place. And there are many techniques of inner alchemy, many different techniques of inner alchemy that we have been working with all of you.
Yeah.
But the light realms are reminding us to not get stuck in the dense energies, to notice them and to give them love, but to not hang on to them, not hang out with them and not hang on to them.
Mm-hmm.
So just a reminder for you,
Yeah.
as it was for us.
Yeah. And it's incredible how we also in the astrology look into this time frame where we are in. We will not go very deeply into this. We'll do that separately in the membership group, but just a little bit on it, because you might be aware that today and tomorrow there's this standstill of Saturn that has been running retrogrades, and as of this weekend, this Sunday, Monday, it will turn direct again in Aquarius, and it will be aligning with the nodes of fate. That's how we call them. And the let's call him the awakener, Uranus. And it is a big reminder when this happens that you have the free will to act as your own arbiter, your own sponsor, your own guide, your coach, mentor. The question with this change in energy of Saturn moving direct again, for all of us, is what is it that I am going to build for the new worlds, even though while simultaneously witnessing the crumbling down of the old world systems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the question is, what is it that I feel is so important to change at this time to make the world a better, more loving, transparent, honest, joyful, peaceful, and very safe place for all. And although this week with this Saturn change can feel sometimes maybe a little bit surrounded by restricted energies, it's really only this movement that is there, and this energy of Saturn will really help us to move into the state of manifestation of all that has been activated. Yeah. And in a week, Jupiter will also move direct again. That was also a planet that was retrograde, with that energy of moving back and reflection again, and it will come to a standstill again in a week and then move direct, which will give this flow of expansion in the field. Yeah. So we have then both this energy working into this new manifestations for the new era, and we will receive this influx of expansion. So it's not just that it's happening out there, this is really what is happening inside of us. And if we connect to these energies and meditate with them, they can really support you in moving forward in the new. And be aware, because we will probably not be live on October the 20th. We have a full moon on October the 20th that's beyond many things we've seen so far. So far, it will be super strong. It will be a tipping point of energies that will somehow really initiate this arc into the period around Christmas. It will be a deep, how shall I say that? It's a deep understanding of of what needs to leave the earth realm and what needs to be brought in through the true I am that we are, to our true divine states. And that's a big leap. I say it in an easy way maybe, but it's a big leap.
We need to be completely honest and authentic with ourselves. No keeping secrets from ourselves. No wanting to keep some kind of corners secret. It's really there's no more room for hiding from ourselves. Yeah, we really need to be fully honoring ourselves at all time with everything that goes through.
Yeah, we receive this intense energy where Mars is involved, where Pluto is involved, and when Pluto is involved, you go the deepest as you can. Yeah, it's really about dying on everything that is not good for you, to resurrect and be reborn again.
And to be honest about what's not good for us.
Exactly.
To be really honoring what our real needs are without any kind of censorship, internal censorship.
Yeah. So stay and be the observer of consciousness that's working through you, and honor your real needs, and be very conscious on your choices. And I think that comes also when I talk about choices. I also talk about the logos, in a way, the words that we create. There's one thing to do the inner work, and there's another thing to work from the inside into the creation of the new. Yeah. And we want to bring across today also the sacredness of words as a creation tool. We talk about many creation tools in the work that we're doing, but for some of you who are aware of the text in the Bible, it says, like, in the beginning was the word, or the logos. And we can look into the translation of logos and in Greek heritage, but the word logos is so much more than the meaning of words that we know today. It holds a far greater meaning and consciousness, logos. And in many sacred books, I'm not only talking about the Bible, but many sacred books around the globe, many cultures, we learn to use our words wisely, because they are an important creation tool for life on Earth. And therefore, we want to remind ourselves, also in this time of this importance, a word that has risen from the field of the heart is filled with sacred spirits, with prana, the Holy Spirit, whatever word you give it. And when it comes up, it rises from the heart, and we vocalize the inner word, we add our breath, and we create a tone, which is the word. As we speak, we create tones in all kinds of combinations, and the breath and the tone are two sacred instruments. It's the breath, the spirit, the wind of life, combined with the resonance from the heart of a tone. And when we use our throat chakra to create the exact tone of the words, deepened with our inner wisdom and our spirit coming through us, we see an amplification of creation. So we invite you also to speak what it is that you envision for the future in this time where we are asked to create. What is it that you envision in your heart for your kids, for the children of the earth, for ecology, for Gaia Earth, for all the systems that are not of the new time anymore? So that, what is it that you envision for the new way of how we organize the earth and all of life? And what does that mean? And go through all the aspects of life and speak it out. So when it's coming from spirit, manifestation is instant, and that's miraculous. It's one of the universal laws, and that we see, that we spoke in our last meditation about being transmitters and radiating our fields, and use consciously that field also when it's necessary. But words is another aspect of influencing the miraculous divinity of us as human beings.
And it's really the genesis of the new earth. We're speaking out and in so doing, we are part of the genesis of the new earth. And this new earth, one of the qualities is the qualities of miracles. We have such a long list of miracles. We're observing miracles all the time. The more we open into this field of miracles, and we stand witness to ourselves and the multiple levels of consciousness we inhabit simultaneously. When we're open in this witnessing, we have experienced at this time that there are more and more gifts of consciousness available to us. One thing that is a litmus test for this is whether it's new. If it's something that you've already experienced or that you know it's not new and it's a recreation, we're now really in the new. And miracles are part of that field of the new. They come in unexpectedly when we're ready, when we stay open to all that we are not yet able to perceive. We access consciousness that is changing the course of history.
Yeah.
We participate in creating and sustaining this field of miracles that allows us to go beyond what our mind can imagine. So the practices of letting go, surrendering, and releasing expectations are all super helpful at this time. Really fundamental, it feels, at this time, because we're not moving towards a world we know.
No.
Not at all. We're moving into the unknown, and that can be very uncomfortable for many, for most, which is a really good sign. So the more comfortable we can get with feeling the discomfort of not knowing, the more adapted we are to the process we are going to be in for a few more years, or maybe permanently. Who knows? Maybe we'll just get used to it.
Yeah, and when we surrender to this, let's say, not knowing, it becomes in a way also, you arrive in a state of a child in a way.
Yeah.
Being curious and not knowing what is coming, and it's getting also playful, and you're really waiting for this next miracle to arrive in your field.
But we do need to be in a trust and feeling safe.
Yeah.
So these are two qualities really to amplify in our consciousness: trust and feeling safe in the process.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, this is wonderful, and please share your miracles under this video. Yeah, we just love to hear them. We hear them from our community, and the more we hear them, the more we grow our trust also in a way, because we see how it works with everybody and how different it can be, and that it is never as we might have thought before. It's so joyful. So we're going to be slowly preparing ourselves for the meditation of today, and we've been prepared for this field, and the field is incredible strong. And we repeat one more time for all of you, as always, that you come into the light work of today in your own individual way. Yeah. And if you've been prepared in your former journeys to work with the solar light codes, then please do so. Also during this strong work we're expecting. And if you're new to this way of working, then just put your mind at ease. Yeah. Follow your intuition, your inner guidance, and stay open to receiving the gifts of the energy in the field. And if at any time you feel you need to step out of the guided meditation, to simply hold space, to keep the field strong and to gift us with the presence of your light, please do so. Yeah. So just as a reminder that we are moving into the work. So make yourself ready and comfortable in a way that you can be as comfortable as possible in this work. And close your eyes. And take a moment to take a few deep breaths. in and out. And feel the intense gifts of a life-giving breath that is always there for you. And breathe in peace. Breathe in the feeling of peace, the experience of inner peace. And breathe out benevolence. Breathe in peace. And breathe out benevolence. And feel how your body responds to this. Becoming more and more relaxed, silent, and empty. And empty your self-conscious. By letting go of all thoughts that are still surrounding you. Let them pass like little clouds in the sky. Observe them and let them go. And in doing so, we surrender to the divine will. And we know we are guided by our higher self in all of this sacred process. And with every breath, we move deeper into ourselves, our true selves. And we now slowly bring our awareness to the diamond core of Gaia Earth. And we feel her love. We feel how much she loves us and how she holds us and how she anchors us. We are her beloved child. And we love her so much. And now bring your attention to the infinite skies, the whole cosmos, the life-giving love from the Great Father. Feel his love for us. Feel how much he loves us. And feel how much we love him for giving us life and everything we need from the infinite skies. And notice how we are at the exact center point of the two, Gaia Earth and Father Sky. We are their child. Perfect reflection. The perfect reflection of their love, united in us. And we now connect to all participants and to all of our soul family in, on, and around planet Earth. Feel how much we belong together. and how we all together held in the field of pure, unconditional love. And all of us uniting here are amplifying this field. And a deep consciousness of unity is amplifying more and more around and in this planet. We are one human family. And we are one with all of life on earth. Feel the love for all of life on earth. And notice that the network is radiating stronger and stronger. Rejoice and experience the deep joy of this moment in our journey. We have waited so long for this moment in time, and now we are here. Deep, deep gratitude. And in this amplifying field, we are accompanied by the ascended masters. Mary Magdalene, Joshua, Babaji, and the white beings, the crowned ones from the Sophia Christ Consciousness Temple of the great central sun. We notice the strong protective field of the angelic realms omnipresent in this sacred gathering. And we welcome the Lemurian soul family, the etheric lion and lioness, the Lyrians, and the Arcturians. And we are now guided into the sacred space of our hearts, space of infinite potential, deep peace and spaciousness. Move in your own way into the sacred space of your heart. You know the way. And feel the spaciousness of this beautiful, infinite space. And in the center of the sacred space of the heart, we meet a very special lady, the Lady of the North. She is an aspect of Sophia, radiating pure gold diamond frequencies with a deep gentleness, softness, immense clarity and wisdom. He is a keeper of the universal codes from the great central sun. And she is the guardian of the white gold ray. She projects a holographic reflection of the white gold temple of Sophia Christ Consciousness into the earth realms to re-establish the original geometry and the light codes of Gaia's planetary system. She projects this holographic reflection of this incredible temple This hologram is the crystal temple of the white gold flame. It's a direct reflection of the white gold temple of the cosmic central sun, one of the 12 central suns that we are aware of. And we are told that this crystal temple was one of the central mechanisms in the creation of Gaia millions and millions of years ago. It is more than a temple. It is an etheric temple complex designed to move through the galaxies like a mothership. And we observe how this temple complex is moving through the galaxies. And from the galaxy into the Earth atmosphere. See it moving. And it comes to a standstill somewhere above the North Sea between Denmark and Scotland. We take a moment to observe the splendor and the beauty of this etheric, pure crystal, transparent temple. There is a pure crystal quality built up of multiple layers, chambers, and spaces of all kinds. And we notice the temple is part of this whole crystal complex with its own civilization. There are many, many crystalline and other beings supporting this temple complex from the white gold ray. The entire complex is built from a field of love, a love that is fertilized by divine light. And it makes it more radiant than something you have ever seen. It lightens up all of our galaxy. The presence of this temple in the earth realms. And we are told that the more we as humanity move into the higher realms of consciousness, the more palpable these creations in the subtle realms will be integrated into life in the new earth. And how we will be able to co-create directly with them. It is now that we notice again the Lady of the North. She is flanked by the lion and the lioness. And there is one unicorn. And she invites us into the crystal temple. And when we do so, we notice that we are surrounded by a circle of loving Lyrians, the lion people, who were part of the genesis of our planet. And we move into the temple, noticing all the crystalline structures. And as we do so, we are invited by this lady to calibrate with the white gold flame. Feel if you are called for this work, and those of us not feeling called to do so, please hold space in the central chamber of this temple. And those who are ready to calibrate with the white gold flame, move into a special chamber in the temple where we are welcomed by the white gold beings from the great central sun. Find your place and surrender. Surrender into the fields of the white gold ray. Feel the deep, deep safety present. This space of safety has not been present on Earth for a very, very long time. And it is back again. We feel the joy of this field of safety. And while we surrender deeper and deeper, we concentrate on the central space where the white gold flame is burning. Its presence is so strong, so radiant. The flame is pure white gold energy with a diamond consciousness at its center. And while you concentrate on it, it transmits its incredibly high frequency, its light intelligence. That is its great gift for you today and the days to come on the new earth. Be aware that this is something the mind cannot grasp. So let go of trying to understand it. There's no way we can understand this mentally. Simply open up to this moment of pure grace. Rest into this space. Into this space of pure divine intelligence and receive. You might notice that a very high universal potential is being activated in you. Your body is calibrating into this field. Stay as empty as possible and concentrate on the center of the white gold flame. Surrender, allow. It is now that the Lady of the North, in full Sophia consciousness, invites us all to enter a tunnel that starts in this temple. And this tunnel is of pure pearlescent light. It's not just a tunnel, it is a vortex of spiraling universal energies. And together we move into the spiral and float until we come to an opening that brings us into the center of Jerusalem, into the temple of oneness and peace. This is the temple that held the energies of Solomon and Sheba. Today we are invited by Mary Magdalene and Joshua. And they invite us to make one sacred circle around the temple, around the sacred temple in Jerusalem. And with our inner eye, we see the physical temple with the golden dome. And slowly, we observe the etheric crystal temple overlaying it. It is building up into a temple more radiant and beautiful than ever seen before in the earth realms. We notice the crystalline geometric structures being installed in the etheric realms around and inside this temple. Everything is from a diamond and crystalline quality. This temple is the center of a whole new civilization. And the white gold frequencies are amplified in this place by energy coming from the great central sun of the white gold temple. Observe what's happening, and the frequencies are emanating into the field of this etheric creation, making it even more radiant. We observe and we remember. And we notice now how the ascended masters and the light beings merged into the field of the temple to become one with Source. And we observe how they amplify the Source energy for all of humanity. Observe while you stay centered in your own field and hold your eyes on Mary Magdalene and Joshua in the temple space. They are holding the center of the temple space for all of us. And while the field is increasing and increasing, you notice that the whole temple is changing, all of it. A golden chalice reveals itself inside the temple. And as it grows in size, it becomes enormous, larger than the temple. We notice this golden chalice, radiant energy. We feel how much part we are of this golden chalice. And the white gold ray pours its light plasma into the chalice, all the way from the great central sun. This white gold ray pours its light plasma into this chalice on earth. And we notice that this plasma holds new seeds of creation for all human beings. It is pure creation plasma. And while we notice this continuing flow of light plasma into the chalice, it is now that a golden crown slowly connects with and overlays the gigantic chalice. A golden crown connects with the chalice. And we notice manifestations from the universal records. We see, we feel, we hear soft, gentle tones of light language all around us. We hear them in our hearts, and they are so deep, deeply nourishing. We remember these tones from the universal records of Source. And we are now reinstalling the Sophia Christ consciousness on Gaia through this sacred portal in Jerusalem. We witness this sacred moment. And inside of us, there is this inner voice. What was once closed off is reinstalled again. I am that I am. Sense the echo of this sacred inner voice. I am that I am. And it echoes another time in the temple. I am that I am. And we open our hearts to a prayer for creation, a prayer for Gaia, a prayer for our soul family, a prayer for our beloved ones, and a prayer for us. And all the prayers from around the globe, from all of us, move into the chalice of life in the center. And they activate the seeds of white gold consciousness. See how all the prayers move into the chalice of life. And simultaneously, we notice the seeds inside of our hearts. The embodiment of the seeds is in us. These seeds are in you to grow into the new, true you, whole and divine, into your new divine mastery. And while we notice these sacred seeds inside of our hearts, we rest in silence for a moment. We observe Mary Magdalene, Joshua, and the Lady of the North in the center of the temple. And they thank us deeply for re-initializing this central Sophia Christ portal. As together we amplify this field around and inside Gaia, and we notice the reactivation of 21 other Sophia Christ portals on the surface of the earth from the beginning of times on Gaia. These portals are following the same activation in reinitialization as in Jerusalem. These portals were shut down at a certain moment in history. And today we celebrate that they are coming back online, restoring Gaia to her original template. This is a very, very special moment, allowing the Sophia Christos energy to flow much more freely through the collective human consciousness. We thank the Ascended Masters, Mary Magdalene, Joshua, the Lady from the North, Babaji and the White Beings, the Crowned Ones, from the Sophia Christ Temple of the Great Central Sun. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts. We thank the angelic beings, the Lemurian soul family, the etheric lion, lioness, the unicorn, the Lyrians and the Arcturians. We thank them for their infinite wisdom and love for us. And we feel how much we love them and that we are in this together, co-creating the new all together. We breathe in and out, and we breathe in peace again, and we breathe out abundance. From the seats of our hearts, we breathe out abundance. So breathe in peace in this sacred space and breathe out abundance. Or let your breath be taken by the air around the globe and spread it everywhere. Now empty yourself from all stories and remember your state of inner peace inside of your body. Bring all of your awareness inside of your body and surrender to the ongoing process of ascension inside of you. Just observe what is, allow it, and be present. Now take a deep breath and exhale with the F sounds. And bring your awareness back inside of your body and feel your physical body. Feel the whole temple of your body, the bone structures, all the systems, organs, all the sacred parts inside of your body. Some are more dense, some are more fluid, all perfectly designed for this journey on earth. Incredible intelligence inside of you. Now start touching your body, just really gentle, bringing your hands together, move your fingers, your feet. Feel Gaia Earth under you. Feel where you touch Gaia Earth with your body. Scan your body for a moment and feel the strength inside of you. Start moving slowly when you're ready. Touch your face and come fully back into the space where you are. Take a few deep breaths again, and when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Orientate yourself in the space where you are. And hold the grace of this sacred moment inside of you. We invite you to stay a little bit longer in silence if you like to. And if you feel cold, from here we thank you for the field that we've been creating together. And we wish you a wonderful day Namaste.
Namaste.